welcome to Alyssa and Clarissa Explain It All.
Yay!
Dance break. Today's episode is a very special episode of Alyssa and Clarissa Explain It All. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's just a regular, delightful episode. I am going to essentially be interviewing Claire today, and Claire's going to share with us some of the amazing things she's doing and has learned. And right? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you're going to say.
yeah, me either. So that'll be a surprise for both of us.
It's happening. When you say that you're psychic and you're a medium, what does that mean?
Well, psychic is the connection that you can, well, I guess with all of the clairs, like tap in with all the clairs. There's a lot of
Yeah,
them. Yeah.
there's a
Just
lot of
start
them. And one of
cognizant.
the Claires is you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
It is very fun, actually. It's the best of coincidences.
Yes.
So,
So I tap in that way
mhm.
with what is going on right now. That's
Okay,
psychic stuff. And then
right
medium
now.
is connecting to the dead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
When did you know that you were psychic? And when did you know that you were a medium?
I have been seeing spirits since I was 4 years old. So
Wow.
I had a best friend ghost growing up. Her name is Chloe. And then when I was like 9, my mom was like, knock it off, time to stop. So I like suppressed it. I had something weird happen around when I was 18, and then some other weird, like, I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I just felt this huge urge, like, you have to slam on your brakes. And it was pitch black out. And there was a deer laying in the middle of the road with her baby. And it was so like I had moments like that, like right when I turned 18. I think it's because I moved out of my family's house. Um,
Yeah.
so that, but then I didn't start becoming like seeing spirits full time until I was attuned to Reiki. When I was attuned to Reiki 1 and 2 is when I figured out I was psychic because I would do like me and my friends would do like meditation nights where we would just have a bunch of people over. And I lived with a bunch of my friends at this time, and we had a bunch of people over. Everyone was laying all over the floor, whatever. We were doing a meditation, and I could see, feel, hear everything that was going on when they were meditating and what they were
Wow.
thinking about and stuff.
Oh boy.
And I know I remember the exact first one that I ever that happened to me. I was like, I'm just gonna ask because what the heck just happened to me? Like, why did I just go? I didn't even know this person.
Oh,
So, I was like, "Hey, are you like not wanting to move because you think that your mom is going to not like do good after you move? Like you're scared that she's
wow.
gonna like have like a big downfall, she's gonna die, whatever." And he's like, "What? How did you know that?" And like he had an offer for an NFL team to be like a behind the scenes person, whatever. And he wasn't going to take it because he didn't want to leave his mom.
Wow.
But I was able to be like, no, she really would be so proud of you, and you'll end up moving her wherever you go. And he's like, what? And yeah, he did it. Everything's good.
Oh.
Yeah, so that
See,
was how I learned that I was psychic, was that,
wait, I really like that. So should we just end it? Because like that was a really good ending,
oh,
like
that's
good
just
story.
one story in
That's
the
just
many
one.
years. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So it freaked you out, but like you were right. So you were like, were you thinking then, oh, this is a good thing, or were you thinking like, I don't know if I like this? Like, how did you feel about it?
Huh. I didn't have feelings about it now that I think about it. I definitely just I'm an Aquarius. I was just curious. I was like, what is going on? Why, what just happened? Let me explore this more. Let me figure it out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's very, I don't think I've ever been scared when it comes
Okay.
to like even with ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. I've yeah, I've not, it's not, I don't get like scared. I don't have, I do have feelings with other people. Like I
Okay.
hear their story and I will cry and stuff, but
Sure.
yeah,
Empathy.
yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Yay.
So Reiki, which can you just
Yeah.
Reiki? Maybe.
Reiki is Japanese healing. It is like eh, Rei means universal life force, Ki means energy. So, it's non-modality, so you don't have to believe in anything, no, whatever. And the energy comes from whatever you believe in through me as a practitioner to the other person. And it heals on all different forms, body, mind, soul, everything. um I don't, when I was attuned, and I guess like I don't like that, I feel like I'm bragging right now, but whatever. um
I mean, I asked you.
okay. uh so Dr. Mikhail Usui is the founder of Reiki.
Okay.
He taught Madame Takata. And I'm sorry, I'm going to go off on a little bit, but Madame Takata taught William Rand. William Rand is a very well-known person in the metaphysical community, especially Reiki. My teacher learned from him. So my lineage is only one, two, three, four, five, maybe six. I can't remember. So that's that lineage thing is weirdly, like, I have found accurate, because I find people, they're like, oh, I learned Reiki in massage school. They don't know their lineage, they don't know anything about it, and they don't,
Hmm.
there's no power behind it.
Okay.
So I don't know why, but me being attuned to that, it turned on like massive amount of stuff. Like my Reiki 3 teacher was not that same lineage, and she had no idea what to do with me. She's like, you're seeing spirits. I don't know that's not a part of it. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, it's happening.
Yeah. Like, well, I guess I gotta go.
Yeah.
So the levels of Reiki are
One,
there's a certification and stuff
yeah.
like that.
So there's Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and then 3 and Master are together. Yeah.
Um, and how long have you been doing Reiki, mediumship, and psychic services for people? Uh,
Well, I learned in 2010,
Oh, okay.
and I think that I started fully getting into like making it, especially like a side business, by like 2011, 2012, and then
Hmm.
full time in like 2015.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And were you reading tarot cards prior to all of this?
Yeah, it kind of, it all meshed together.
It
Yeah.
all started, all right. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was just wondering like what the if someone wanted to get like if I called you, I said, I need this one thing. I want you to do this one, I want to do Reiki or I want to do would you say, yeah, I have an appointment for that? Or do you combine? And how does that work?
Right now I am charging by the hour. So,
Okay.
I like, I have found that it works a lot better if I combine everything that I do, all in one. And I want the person to be able to have the choice and do what, I'm not going to just be like, oh no, are you getting medium today? No, we chose tarot. Like, I hated
Right.
doing that in the past. So,
Yes.
I want to, I combined everything together, and that way, like when someone comes in, I'll be like, what do you want to get out of this today? Like what are you looking to achieve? And sometimes people come in and like, I just want medium, so we just do medium. But sometimes in the middle of that, I have to look up their birth chart because something happened and blah blah, like, so I'm able to do that fully now because I just combine all my modalities together.
Modalities. Okay. I was going to say there's a phrase here I'm missing, and it is modalities. I can understand that. That makes complete sense because I know sometimes when I'm reading tarot, I'm like, wait, what? I wrote it down, but can you tell me, do you know your rising sign? Do you know? And you don't know the astrological correspondences for them. And you're wondering why something keeps coming up, but it's not connecting. And in the end, it ends up being, astrologically connected or something to
Yeah.
that effect. And then you're like, oh. And what does it mean to be a spiritual life coach to you?
I utilize all of my modalities to be
Okay.
able to coach and help align people with like their highest potential. Like I know that as a projector, I'm able to fully see that in another person and see
Right.
what needs to be like twerked and maneuvered and help in the best way, you know? Um,
I
and
think you mean tweaked. Do you mean twerk? Do you twerk for people?
oh, well,
I'm just kidding. Maybe you do mean twerked. Stay tuned, folks. We'll get to that. No, I'm just kidding. How do you know when what you're feeling is genuine? Like, how do you know?
I don't.
Okay.
I like there was years where every single time before a session, before I would go on the radio, whatever, like I was constantly like so nervous of like, what if nothing happens today? What if I am not allowing it to come through? What if like, like I would have those thoughts. But it always worked out. Everything all like I just what I like teach my students, especially during Reiki, is shit out of your mouth. Everything that comes into your head. Everything.
What a delightful rule. Let me write it down. The intent is everything, right? And so I feel like maybe you give such genuine readings to people because I've heard from people. I know people personally who routinely see you and they depend on you because you're not worried about giving someone something impactful in this minute. I'm going to change your life in this reading. Instead, you're like, well, I really hope I get a message because I really want this to help this person. You're not worried about you, you're worried
No.
about,
Yeah.
right? I think that's probably why you're so good at the voodoo that you do so well. What would you say just to people who think that none of it is genuine?
Try me.
I love that. Let's go. Try me.
I've had a lot of skeptics. A lot of
Yeah.
the time I do medium parties. So,
Right.
where like I get invited to somebody's house and there's like 14 people there, and I am just the pure entertainment that sits down in front of them and talks to all of their dead people. They're all drinking mimosas, having a great time, it's so much fun. These are my absolute favoriteest things in the world to do. I love them so much
Wow.
because the bonding experience that happens between the people when they're doing that, oh my God, it's beautiful. But sometimes husbands are there. And the husbands are always like, they'll sit there with their arms crossed, like whatever. And my spirit team thinks it's hilarious. They're like, we're picking on this one first. And they end up crying every time. Every
I love it.
time.
Sorry, but I do love that.
Yeah.
Have you amazed yourself with your own accuracy?
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you think of one time that you were just like, okay, I need a break. That was too crazy.
Yeah. So I don't ever focus on future very much
Okay.
because
Yeah.
free will happens and anything can happen.
Yeah.
So I don't like to do it because I think people get so in their heads if I do tell them stuff about the future.
Okay.
Um one I had this girl, it was in 2020, and she maybe oh, it was 2019. I had a phone conversation with she heard me on the radio and made a session with me. I connected with her passed away grandpa. And I was like, "Oh, he's holding a baby girl. He's ready for you to have this baby girl." And she's like, "I'm not having kids. Fuck that. No." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like,
Oh, my bad.
yeah, and at first I was like, I never see that. Like that's not something that I usually see. But he
Yeah.
was very adamant to be like, this is her baby girl. And a year later in 2020, she called me. I remember like where I was standing. It was such a
That's
like,
awesome.
and she's like, "I'm holding my baby girl, Claire." I'm like,
Like you did it.
"Yeah."
You're like, excuse me, I was not a part of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And her whole life has like fully changed because of that child. Like, oh, I almost got emotional with that. Like, it's amazing. And it was needed, you
Folks,
know?
Claire almost had an emotion.
Yeah, I felt it right there.
That's 1 point for Alyssa.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know what that
She's
means.
a Pisces. Let's say that. She's like full Pisces. That's why.
1 point for the water signs.
Yeah. Can I tell another one? It just popped
Oh,
in my head.
please do.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. I know you just said you had a million questions, but
No, go.
one
Yeah.
time, so before I had
Oh, this
very,
was.
very strict boundaries with spirits, they used to wake me up and like bother me for 24 hours before I had a session with someone.
Okay.
One time I got woke up in the middle of the night by this man, and they always just stand in my doorway. No one is allowed in my bedroom. Fun fact, even in apartments, I would take off all of the doors everywhere, all of them, because then they couldn't stand in the doorways.
Oh.
Because if I couldn't shut them out, then the only way that they could stand in the doorway would be the doorway to get in. I know that seems weird, but it was a
Wait,
childhood thing, and I figured out it worked in childhood because my dad would take my door off all the time. So,
what do you mean they couldn't stand? I would think you take the door off, they can stand in the doorway more easily.
no, because it's all my bedroom then. The door
It,
is the thing that is the, like, you can,
oh, so you mean like the whole apartment's your bedroom
yeah,
now?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're smart.
yeah.
I see, you took the,
Even in the closets, everything, I took all the doors off. Yep.
hmm.
But okay, so he's standing in my doorway, and he would not leave me alone. So I got up, went out into the living room, sat in the middle, got into like the meditative state to try to connect to him. He showed me like three different stories. The one story is something that I will never forget ever in my life. You know the show, it's The Ring, right? Where you put the movie in and then the people's faces.
Yes.
Okay. But the face that was like,
Yeah.
like that. I saw a woman like that, but she was breathing and talking. She was alive. And
Oh
I
my
was like, what
goodness.
the heck is going on? Like her face is like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here trying to make sense of it. I'm like, this
Right.
person's alive though. And um then like there was a whole story to like guilt around why she looks that way. And so whatever. The person comes in the next morning, no joke, literally looks like that.
Oh, had she had a
She was
stroke or
ran
something?
over by a bus.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah.
So
So
she had
it was like,
some
yeah,
disfigurement from the accident.
yeah,
And in your meditative state, it looked your brain said this looks the most like
yeah, yeah,
someone who's okay.
yeah,
Wow, like a warped image from a camera type thing, but she was oh my, okay.
yeah.
Poor
So,
lady.
oh, but she's an amazing human. Like like,
Sure, I know, but still.
oh,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. She was young too, I think, when that happened. Yeah. But anyways, so that, like, the weirdness that happens like that, where I was freaking out when she came in the door, and I was like, how do I not freak out about how she looks, but also like, holy fucking shit, freak out about how she looks?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, because you'd seen it already
yeah, yeah.
and seen her face already. Now, and who was the man to her?
Her brother. He yeah, he was in the army, showed me a whole story about that, showed me the story about around this, and then showed me his ending. Yeah. So
Wow.
very big things. And that was what she had questions about, was each thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so he was trying to give you the heads up
Yeah.
because
Well,
he cared
because
very much about her or
oh yeah.
that's wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. I feel like when people come to see me, if they are thinking about, like, I really want this to happen, I really want this to come through, I want these questions to be answered, like, before I had boundaries, all of that would pop into my head
Before.
whenever they were thinking about it. Yeah. Um,
Because you have set up the intent that you have set up this appointment. I would like to help this person who was in my appointment. So you've kind of accidentally at that point opened the door
yeah.
to whatever would help them.
Yep.
And now you have set up these boundaries, you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I have strict
Wow.
boundaries that now I have to call them by name. Like, I used to just
Oh,
be able to be like, okay, I have a session, we're doing it, but no, I have to, like, no one is allowed to come forward unless I call them by name now.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's needed.
Now that you have these boundaries in place, though, it do they still do you still feel that there's something, or is it only when you open up now?
Um, it's it is only when I open up, but if
Okay.
it's my people, they
Ah,
they won't leave me alone.
they won't.
Yeah.
Now, do you know who is on your spirit team?
Yeah.
You do.
Yep.
Now, was it easy for you to find that out, or did you have to go through a long process for that?
Um, mine, it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
I have a twin that passed away at birth.
Okay.
She's my main gatekeeper.
Oh.
And then my best friend that passed away, he's the other one. Uh, and then I have aunts and uncles, grandparents in there. Um, yeah, it's all people that have actually like had a heart to heart, like good connection with people that
Connection with
passed away.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Okay. That's so interesting. And so, do most people's spirit teams, do you know, consist of people they know,
yeah.
or, oh, okay,
Mhm.
or
And
new, or, you know,
if they don't have people that have passed away, a lot of times there are spirit guides that are assigned to them until people pass away. Like, we know someone, one of my clients, she doesn't have a lot of people that have passed away, so she has a Native American spirit that helps her to ground a lot, to helps her to like come back down to reality. And
mhm.
she's very into plants and stuff like that because of this spirit guide.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, someone passes away, you know how they always say like,
Mhm.
oh, there's a cardinal, that's grandma, whatever. Like, that's
Mhm.
how your spirit team shows up for you, is signs and
Mhm.
symbols.
Right.
And you might not know that. Like, you could be someone that's not in the woo-woo community and
Hmm.
be like, I'm showing, what are these freaking cardinals? Why are they attacking me? What's going on?
I'm imagining the movie The Birds, but like 50 cardinals. Be
Yeah,
like, I just can't get a message from my spirit team. Be like,
yeah.
there's 50 cardinals. That's
Yeah.
um, and how does someone cultivate? Like, how would you say, like, if I said, oh, I would like to cultivate my psychic abilities, what suggestion would you have for me? Would you say set up an appointment, or like, what would you say?
Yeah, well, I do coach people to connect to their abilities. So,
Okay.
yes, I would say set up appointment, but
Mhm.
um it I learned everything on my own. I had absolutely no teachers at all. Um I just learned by a lot of reading and a lot of just trial and error. Like, I worked overnights as a CNA at a nursing hospice care place.
Mhm.
There's a lot of dead people in there, a lot. And I would talk to, because they, like, this sounds terrible, but they would forget. So I would talk to the residents and be like, what did your husband used to wear, like a top hat? Did he use it? Because I would practice with that and be like,
Oh,
because I can see
wow.
your husband sitting right there. Like,
Yeah.
um
Who would forget? You're saying the
the
people would
residents.
forget, or
Yeah.
the residents would forget?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Wow.
want to be like, why is the CNA asking me about my dead husband? Like,
So you're like Dr. Sleep.
oh,
Do
I
you
don't
know the
know.
story of Dr. Sleep?
Mm-mm.
Dr. Sleep is the character from
Marvel.
The Shining,
Oh,
the little boy Danny, all grown up.
I do know Doctor Sleep. My brain went to Marvel in my head.
That's because, yeah, that's
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
That's because you're strange. No, I'm just kidding. We're all strange.
Ah, that's
I
funny.
myself am strange and unusual. That's awesome. That's oh, and I think it's wonderful that you aren't afraid. And I wonder sometimes if nothing I've pursued, if I've not pursued any of this because I had so much fear for a long time of just a lot of things. And in the past few years, I've shaken off fear, a lot of shaken off, been
Check
to
it out.
therapy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just like a little song. No, I have been therapized, but also worked on myself quite a bit. And I wonder if by conquering and addressing some of those fears, I've opened myself up a little bit to a lot of it. And I think that that's, I think that's a really beautiful concept to say that, you've opened yourself up to the woo woo to find more about you.
You.
I love us. It's so great. I knew it. I knew it. I love that you were going to say that. I love it. Basically, I'm going to be putting on here and sharing right here in this spot here where my hands are, how someone could reach out to you to get some of these services because I think it's really amazing how many people have said to me how effective and helpful a lot of the things that you do are. Um, and I think that's awesome. I think it's really cool. And I think again, like the woo woo for you, it really is what this is really all about is like what we're trying to do is help people connect with each other, but also connect with themselves. And whether they 100% believe in every aspect of what you do or not, you're helping them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to matter to you whether they believe every bit of it or not.
Yeah. No, I have clients that well, they've started out by I do not want to talk to dead people. Like we don't need to
Sure.
bring that into it. I want you to coach me. I want you to help me get through this divorce or get through this move or whatever it is. And now that's something that happens and they're okay with it and they're more
Yeah.
open to it. Yeah.
So then before we end, is there anything else that you wanted to add or anything to before we wrap this up?
Actually, I'm feeling pulled to bring up your birth chart.
My birth
So,
chart.
yeah. I don't really remember. I don't think we talked too much about how much placements you have in your 12th house.
Okay.
And I think that I wanted to bring that up because we are now in Gemini season. The next one is, do you know?
What do you mean the next
The
season?
next season, yeah,
It's
Cancer.
Cancer season.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all of your Cancer placements are
Yeah.
in your 12th house.
Okay.
And when that season happens, I guess I was just wondering, like, do you notice yourself being either very, very low, very, very high? Like how is your vibe during Cancer season usually?
That's so interesting that you ask because I was just thinking the other day how actually yesterday because it was someone's birthday and I was in their whatnot show and I was thinking I'm going to be doing a whatnot show on my birthday and maybe it'll make me have a good birthday because typically I really want to have a really great birthday or birthday week and it almost always falls short and I used to think like oh it's because no one really knows me well enough or even I didn't tell my family what I wanted to do but a lot of times it's like that whole time period where I'm like I was kind of hoping this would be more fun and just better and I just feel like down. And then I'm like is it because I'm getting older? And I'm like no, because I love getting older. So why do I feel low? Why am I
It's your
blue?
12th house.
My
So
house?
so you have to think your 12th house is Pisces. That is the energy of literally the entire world, everything, all 12 signs, all in that. You have your sun, your
I
north
do.
node, and your Mercury. So your future, how you think, how you like speak, everything, and then just your whole vitality with your sun. All of that is weighted down by the weight of the world. And
Oh,
especially during Cancer season, it's just that, oh, it's heavy. It's a very heavy load to carry. And it feels because it's your birthday. I'm the same way. Because
yeah.
it's your birthday, it's like, come on, why can't it be better than this? Why does it
You're
have
like
to be,
fighting against it.
yeah, and you try really hard to make it good and whatever, but there's always very, very intense lows that happen, Yeah,
Right.
it's coming up for you. Like your birthday's
Mm.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That is helpful. I know people in real life who do a couple of these things, but I don't personally know anyone who utilizes all of these together. And I know that you aren't very good at talking about how great you are, so I'm going to look into the camera and I'm going to do it for you. So deal with this. If anybody needs to have any kind of reading of any kind, Claire's your girl. I think that people would love to hear about your connection to Baba Yaga. So maybe that'll be our next one, guys. Stay tuned.
Yay.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, not, because I just don't do things consistently. Sorry, guys. Next episode out soonish. Share, like, subscribe, all those good things, and we'll see you next time, right?
Yay. Thank you.
Yay, thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Dancing out like there's music. There will be.